0.
Good afternoon and welcome to the 3 o'clock news. I'm Nadia Natur and here are today's headlines. 2 Huddersfield mums have been prosecuted for not sending their children to school for 5 months. A Huddersfield dental practice has been praised by Parliament and new plans are set to change Huddersfield's roads dramatically in 2019. First, mental health, crime and homelessness have been revealed as Yorkshire's biggest worries, according to a report carried out by Rotary in Great Britain and Ireland. 8 out of 10 people across the region believe their standards of living is worse than theirs of their parents' generation, according to the State of Nation report. It revealed that one of the biggest issues concerning those surveyed is mental health, at 53%. The people of Huddersfield agreed that more needs to be done about these issues.
I think the best thing that we can do is to raise the awareness of them more. So mental health is massive, it's in the news and a lot of people are becoming more open to the idea of talking about things more, which is great. I think we've still got a long way to go.
Mental health issues are probably the biggest issue, just because it's affecting a lot of people and there's not enough funding going into those areas.
I think that we've got a lot of independent organisations and stuff in our towns like Dewsbury and Huddersfield, but I think that they need a lot more funding.
On to today's news in brief, and police are hunting for a rapist who is on the run in West Yorkshire. Imran Khalik was found guilty at Bradford Crown Court last month of raping a 17-year-old girl. He failed to appear at court and a warrant has been issued for his arrest. Detectives say he is 38 years old, slim and around 5 feet 6 inches tall. They are now appealing for the public's help to trace him. A man who was thought to be armed with an axe has tried to rob a pensioner at his home in Huddersfield. Detectives have just revealed details of the attempted robbery on Valentine's Day in the Crossland Moor area. The man didn't succeed, but officers say the pensioner, who is in his late 70s, was left very shaken. Next, 2 Huddersfield mothers have been prosecuted over their children's poor school attendance. Our reporter, Paige Pearce, is outside Kirklees Magistrates Court with more.
2 mothers were prosecuted at Kirklees Magistrates Court for allowing their daughters to skip classes for several months. Carly Schaefer, 31, and Michelle Donaldson, 48, failed to ensure that their children attended their classes. Schaefer allowed her 14-year-old daughter to miss classes between September last year and January this year. She was given a 12-month conditional charge, but was told that she would still have to pay £40 court costs and £20 victim subcharge. Donaldson, who failed to attend court at the time of her conviction, allowed her child to miss classes between September last year and February this year. She will have to attend court again next month. The case has been adjourned until the 4th of April.
Thank you, Paige. Several notorious traffic black spots around Huddersfield could see major improvement work. A scheme to tackle the town's congested roads is being proposed. Tatiana Zutini reports.
Today is the deadline day for comments about road improvement in Huddersfield. The council wants to change 5 key roads and junctions, including the stretch of the Ring Road, which connects Wickford Road to Bradford Road. The University of Huddersfield community officer believes the proposal would improve lives on the campus.
The roundabout just outside Sainsbury's, I think students can have a really big impact on there because a lot of students do cross that busy road and the crossings possibly don't work as well as they could, some of them very infrequent. And one response that I did get when I posted the question to students is there should be a crossing on the other side. So we've got one near Kingsgate on that side of the roundabout, but on the other side where we could cross directly over to the university campus. I think if we have a crossing there, it could make students feel a lot safer when they're crossing the road, and it could possibly direct traffic a lot more.
Meanwhile, unacceptable levels of nitrogen have been found in Huddersfield Town Centre. Pollution and poor air quality has been found in several locations across Kirklees, particularly where there is high volume of traffic. Local councillor Museum Cam claims there are around 173 polluted air related deaths each year in the district. Thousands of jobs could be created if 2 derelict Clone Valley mills are developed into homes. Plans for hundreds of houses have been drawn up for Bank Bolton Mill plus New Mill, which is known locally as Crothers Mill. Few details are being released, but the document says initially feasibility work could begin this year. A Yorkshire Council, Gongo, which is behind the scheme, has agreed £100,000 initially funding to pay for the study. A dentist practice in Huddersfield has been showcased as an example of excellence in the UK private healthcare. The Courtyard Dental Centre, based at Wormaids Yard, features in the Parliamentary Review as a series of documents that are endorsed by the Prime Minister. These aim to inspire fellow dental practices and raise standards of privatised healthcare. The Courtyard is just one of 9 outstanding organisations across the UK to be featured.
Things happen, or as a place where to be frightened of, then they're never going to access those aspects of care. So the Parliamentary Review let us talk about some of our high-tech capabilities we have here and how we're able to transform smiles whether people have crooked teeth, broken teeth or no teeth, that we can deliver any outcome.
Now over to Charlotte for the sport.
Huddersfield Town's Stand Up for Town campaign for standing seats has caused controversy as to whether they should be installed at the John Smith Stadium. 26 clubs in the Premier League have joined the Football Supporters Federation to introduce some trial safe standing areas. They'd use a safety barrier on seats which can be locked in place, sectioning off the standing area. The Hillsborough Family Support Group opposed their introduction in the Premier League or Championship. Well, Huddersfield Town under-19s are heading to Europe to face Bayern Munich today. The game will kick off at 3:30 p.m. UK time and will be held at the FC Bayern campus. Head coach Mark Hudson has more.
First team obviously, and then it drips feed down to the academy on what the attraction is to Huddersfield Town, which is great for me as a coach and great for the lads in there to be able to go on these trips, because if we were doing what we were doing previously over the last few years, this wouldn't happen. And this is just a sort of a stepping stone for the remainder of this season and next season going forward of what we can achieve.
On to Rugby League, and the Huddersfield Giants are hoping to end their losing streak tonight as they face Wigan Warriors at the DW Stadium. Giants currently sit in 11th in the Super League. Forward Dale Ferguson believes the team have a lot of wrongs they need to put right, saying we had a massive blip against Hull KR last week. Ferguson seemed confident that this evening's game would give their Giants their 3rd win of the season.
Thank you, Charlotte. Now to find out what's going on with your weather over the weekend with Claire Woodhead.
Today's been very dull with clouds ahead and occasional spells of rain. Maximum temperatures will reach 11 degrees. This weekend, however, is set to get a little bit colder. There will still be clouds, but temperatures will reach 8 degrees. So it looks like a case of wrapping up warm.
That's all from us. Thank you for tuning in and join us again tomorrow for the latest updates.